Hey, folks. So I'm back. Telling me no, I do not want to set a shortcut. Um, Baby's here. Uh, Food is getting ready to be served, so I have a crock pot. This is some good stuff that I've learned to make. Um, and just waiting for the wife to get home. So we're gonna be playing for about an hour, maybe. What does that equal? About six, roughly roughly 6 matches, depending on how it goes. You may see my daughter from time to time. She's come home from school. I just picked her up, so yeah. So we're gonna go. Some things that you should know about the last few days of Iron Banner. If you don't play the last day, that's cool. It's not a big deal. But we now have what 16 space. I think it's 16 spaces for. Can you turn that down, honey, a little bit? Just a little bit. I appreciate. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So the thing is like certainly the last day, but maybe if you don't really want to play once you get into level 5, um, and maybe it's over the weekend or whatever. Grab 3 iron. You can just do them, even if it means just playing 1 or 2 matches on a day that you're not really interested in playing Iron Banner, and then that's going to just hold them for the next month, and you can redeem them when you're ready to, and the next Iron Banner. And they pretty much stay all the same until the next. The last time they changed was during the Taken King, and so I don't know exactly how they were redeemed then because I didn't do this then. But this just kind of helps you progress more quickly with less headache because Iron Banner is obviously a huge headache if you're going to be trying to make any progression. The point really of Iron Banner is to hit level 2 where you can kind of get some nice rewards in level 2 if you hang around level 2 for a while, and then also at level 5 where then you start getting higher level ghosts. So if you're still struggling, you're at 290s, something like that. The high level ghost, like the 300 level ghost, 315, 317. I think the highest level ghost I've ever got was 317 on Iron Banner, and you can just grab that. If you get to level 5 quickly without too much heartache, then you can play as you see fit at level 5 Iron Banner, and if you get all 3 characters to level 5 in 1 month, the following month, I'm pretty sure. Now, you can't really quote me on this because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that the first character, your primary character, whichever first character you play, even though they start out at 0, they will immediately go to level 1 playing, and then you're making progression to level 2. So that really helps a lot in terms of just progressing and keeping characters at level 5 so you can get the highest rewards, or getting to level 2 very quickly and starting to get the level 2 rewards. And you can kind of hang out at level 2 for a day or two because there are actually some great rewards. The best weapon rewards are at level 2. And then you can also get some nice armor drops as well. And then when you first hit level 5, you can get armor drops fairly frequently, but the weapon drops are better. Like I got 2 Hakon's hatchets, which not Hakon's hatchets. What are they? Are Nerwin's mercies, which are the pulse rifles, which are actually very good. They're like mini Red Deaths, and they've got a pretty good rate of fire. They've got decent impact, and they have a very quick kill rate. So when you're looking at time to kill, TTK, which is basically how long does it take you to reach a kill, hitting all headshots or hitting all maximum damage shots. The Nerwin's Mercenary is right up there with the top tier weapons. So yeah, so you definitely want to get one of those if you can this month, but if not, next month I'm pretty sure they'll be giving you some pretty high level uh, Colovance's duties, and then I don't remember what the other one was. The fusion rifle. I think I've got one actually. Yeah, no, it's not here. Maybe I left it on my other character, but you'll get them at the higher level at level 5. This month, not so much really. I've been getting like 280s and stuff like that, 282, 288, that kind of thing, which is fine. You know, fusion rifle. I don't really use the fusion rifle. And then if you don't drop during a regular Crucible match and Iron Banner as well. I've had some really high drop rates over the last couple of days, but today has been absolutely horrendous. I haven't gotten any exotic drop, Engram drops at all. So that's sad. I mean, it kind of reduces the impetus for playing this last day. My son is checking things out, so if you see him come on screen, just say hi. So this is good. What we really have to, so Zaki Ahmed, that's who knows where that guy is, but that's you know, like a Middle Eastern name. Time to play games. I'm trying to see if Hizo, that's looks like a Japanese name, maybe. Bacon and Cakes. That's American or English. Smiley Man can. Now you'll see that they all reduce. So look at here. So now this guy has a bad connection. This guy has a reduced connection. Now that we've gone off from the matchmaking servers and into the instance, where now when you're in an instance, one of the 12, this is a 6 versus 6, so one of the 12 PS4s actually acts as host. It acts as the server for the rest of the 11 players. And so one of these guys is not communicating, two of these guys are not communicating properly. And then you have a small fire team. Two-man fire team isn't so bad. I can deal with two people maybe lagging a little bit, because the fire teams definitely add a measure of hit detection resistance. So hit detection does not work the same against a fire team if you're playing solo that it does, you know, against other solo players. So here we go. So I'm trying to figure my way out here. There's no crawling here, right? So at this point, there's all sorts of cover. You shouldn't ever be crawling here, right?
Gains the lead.
Ah, I meant to jump. Did not work. But you can see now, K-Flick and Smiley Man are, and now Hizo as well. Now Hizo's red. So here we have another problem, and I'm going to report this as cheating. And what I do, the reason I do that, so people don't get all crazy and stuff, is that I don't want.
Enemy runner
Here we go.
approaching the rift. You're falling behind. Spark runner down.
I was gonna say this guy should not have. He set off my my trip mine, but still was able to survive long enough to get to the and here you want to use ammo starvation. So what are we doing? What do we mean by ammo starvation? Well, that means that you want to make use, even if you don't need it, you want to open up. So that guy just appeared out of nowhere. See, you see how he is? That, yep. So let's find him here. So he was not on my radar, and then suddenly he was behind me, right? Which is fine.
Enemy runner incoming.
There we go. So now he's still showing as red.
Enemy runner stop.
So a lot of people are giving a pretty positive review of Rift, and I think it's pretty horrible, actually. There's really no encouragement for team play. So Now so that guy was able to survive it, right?
Enemy runner active. Stop them.
Again, this guy did not appear on radar until he's right behind me. So let's see who it is now.
Heavy ammo
Yep,
available.
drum kill.
Charging the spark.
So we just have to watch. I'm gonna have to instead of watch the rift, I'm gonna have to watch people's back instead, which of course is a defensive play. There's no encouragement to do that because you don't get anything for that, and these guys are all.
Spark is available. Enemy has the spark.
Yeah, of course they do.
Enemy runner near. Enemy runner neutralized.
Now these guys just suddenly appear here. With their supers, because they're able to kill people without being killed.
Charging.
And of course I have two people on my team that are doing that as well. K-Flick and Bacon. Bacon for kegs. So anyone want to guess who's in the
Defend your runner. Spark runner is down.
who's in the UK? Bacon for kegs. Anybody want to make the slightest guess? So but if you're on my team, you're not
The spark is available.
Do you see that? Did you see? He totally yeah. So that's exactly it. So me waste my super even though I had Beast 4 tube. Yeah. And he was also lagging. So this guy pulls the lag switch right before he uses his super.
Runner down.
Now there's somebody behind us, right? So there's no way.
Spark charging.
You see that?
Heavy ammo on the way.
So this is kind of the
Spark ready.
problem, right?
Take it. Enemy has the spark. Stop them. Enemy runner approaching the rift. Heavy ammo available.
There,
Enemy runner is
can work
down.
out for him. So that's what you have to do. You have to be aware of the fact that these guys are going to be playing this game, so Titans can't hide like that. So they can't not appear on radar. They can come down. They can.
The spark has arrived.
I got my sword.
Stop the enemy runner. Only 5 minutes left. Enemy runner advancing.
So you see how these people are not appearing normally on radar? So we literally have to go chasing them all over the place.
Double kill. Enemy runner neutralized.
So that's exactly it. This guy is there should be no way that they're able to do that. So the regen and all the rest of that stuff. So it basically makes it impossible to play against people like that. So you see that I was actually receiving shots from him from here while he was over here.
Ready. Take it. Defend your runner.
And that person wasn't appearing on radar.
They've stopped your spark runner.
So I was being shot by somebody who didn't appear on radar.
Charging the spark.
But I didn't... Do you see that? Now, again, this is the same thing where my trip mine goes off, but that guy somehow survived it. See, he didn't survive. This is the same kind of crap.
Right.
So there's no way to play these guys.
Heavy ammo inbound. Your runner is advancing. Spark runner is down. Heavy ammo available.
Now always wait for somebody else to come along. Do not take the heavy ammo first thing, right? There's nobody on the radar. Wait for your guys to come around. You're going to have a much higher chance of winning if you have... my daughter's really yelling. I guess yelling's in the family. You have a much higher chance of winning. Like these guys. Why did he have to do that? There's plenty of room.
Defend your runner. They've defeated your spark runner.
So these guys... So why does he take two... Why does he take two rocket hits?
Charging the spark.
Why does somebody like that take two rocket hits? This is what I'm talking about, hit detection. You saw that guy kind of skating around the corner?
The spark has arrived. Your runner has the spark.
So he was somehow able to turn on his super. Yeah.
Runner approaching the rift. Runner down.
But I'm not going to have... Nicely done.
Spark charging.
Damn it.
The spark is available. 1 minute.
So these guys died, but
Stop them.
they're just disappearing. That's hilarious.
Stop.
So they were there and then disappeared, even though I shot them right on the head. So the other thing you need to do is what's really hugely important. I remember there's a it's not here anymore. There we are.
30
You need to get your
seconds and
orbs.
counting.
They're going to make a huge difference.
Spark ready. Take it.
Oh, nicely done.
Enemy has the spark. You've got 10
And again,
seconds.
even if there's a risk, a huge risk involved, you've got to get those orbs. You've got to grab those orbs.
You've got
So there's
into
no way that
overtime.
he could have done
Stop
that.
runner.
Even
Heavy runner. Near. Heavy ammo on
you see, he's not receiving any damage, even though the other guy was shooting at him.
You're not playing to your potential, Guardian. Don't give up.
Did you see that guy couldn't even see him? It's bullshit. Really is. I mean, that's a clear indication that the guy who's holding my teammate who's holding a sniper is unable to see the person attacking him, even though he's got a Helm of Saint 14 on. The other person is able to attack him inside accurately 3 or 4 times. So let's see what we've got here in terms of who's staying around. So you see this? This means that somebody who's hosting this has a horrible connection, right? Whoever the host was has a horrible connection. And what Destiny does is it's constantly rotating hosts during these PvP matches in an effort to always maintain the best connection, right? But what it does is it ends up you end up being saddled with a bad connection for a period of time. So everybody's network connection goes down because obviously everybody doesn't have has a bad connection to this guy with a bad connection. I wish I could explain it to you, but let's say somebody's living in London and they're playing against us, right? Even though this is connection-based matchmaking, connection-based. So what happens is, dude in London, we're all in New Jersey, in various parts of New Jersey. Dude in London is automatically red bar. He's too far away. We're not communicating properly with him. And I'm just saying this. Like, is it guaranteed that somebody in London is not going to have a good connection? More or less, but I suppose he could have a good connection under certain circumstances, right? Fiber all the way through or something like that. Certainly not with a cell phone service or, something else similar. So now we're all back to green again. And why is that? Well, what happens is the matchmaking and physics server, they're the same, they're one and the same, provides, according to Destiny, according to Bungie and the way they want to set up their network. Now, we have a little, slideshow of how they wanted to set up their network, access to it. That doesn't mean that's exactly the way they did it. That's just a high level. So here again, you see the same thing, and you're always in these against these. Which gives the fire team a distinct advantage. So I don't like 3-person fire teams because 3 people are now a problem. If I have 10 randoms and a fire team of 2, then it's not going to really make that big a difference. But if you have like 2s, 3s, and 5s in your matchmade group, it's going to be a nightmare. And that's basically what Destiny's PvP has become. It's a little harder to do with Trials of Osiris, but it is obviously possible because once they started doing skill-based matchmaking in Trials of Osiris, people were like, "Oh my God, what is going on? It's super laggy." And the reason is that when you try to match people of your same skill level, I'm in the top 14% or whatever I was before this.
You're in the lead.
So look, I'm behind cover. There's no way he could have gotten a headshot on me
Spark has arrived.
under the circumstances that we just saw. But,
Defend your runner.
so I'm going to explain that to you.
Runner is advancing. Runner down.
So he needs a certain amount of time to draw a bead on me. There was nobody there. So I was behind cover by the time that he actually had a chance to draw a bead and make a shot. But he was still given the shot.
Spark charging.
There, I got him. But so that was 3 or 4 hits. Almost all of them were headshots. Are we looking at... What are we looking at right
Spark
now?
is available.
Okay, still Spark is available. Yeah, see? This guy is able to somehow hide. But he was... Now, how was he able to shoulder charge me? He wasn't anywhere near me. I didn't even get that close to where his representation was. He wasn't anywhere near. And I wouldn't have gotten a kill at all if I hadn't had a grenade there. A one-hit grenade there. So this is the kind of crap these guys play. So how is that open? There's no nobody's there. None of my teammates are there. Nobody's there. But it's open.
Stop the enemy runner. Enemy runner advancing. Enemy runner is down.
So that's the thing, right? So they're actually playing this. They're actually playing this game with the knowledge that they're lagging, which means they don't have to take cover or do anything like that. You'll see this a lot of times where laggy players will basically be way out in the open. And the reason why they're in the open?
The spark is available.
So how was he able to with a I'm not going to be able to get this guy.
Ammo available. Runner approaching the rift.
So one shot gave me half my health, right? One
Team has ignited the enemy rift. Charging the spark.
So how is he able to do that? That's bull.
Spark ready. Take it. Defend your runner.
So now that I know that that's what their goal is to get the special ammo, then we just deny them the special ammo.
Your runner is advancing.
So he's able to recover from that. Come on, dude. Do it again. So they don't appear on radar. You'll notice they also did not appear on radar, right? So they were able to.
The spark is available. Runner out. Push forward.
Do you see that? So that's how they get around that, right?
Moving in.
So how is that possible? How is that possible? He didn't even hit me once. Or twice, maybe? So this is what we need to do. We need to establish that he's there.
Charging the spark.
And I'm just pursuing this now because I need to make a point. I need to show people how this works. Yep, he's trying to hide here.
Spark ready. Take it. Defend your runner. Spark runner is down.
Oh, they're all going to be here, right?
Heavy ammo on the way.
So that should have killed him. That was a one shot.
Spark charging. Heavy ammo available. The spark is available. Enemy runner active. Stop them. Enemy runner incoming. Enemy runner stop.
So that again, somebody who's able to shoot me without being able to be seen. So I was hitting. I was brought down to like a quarter health, 1/4 health, from someone who's not visible. See that? One shot.
Only 5 minutes left. Spark ready. Take it. Runner out. Push forward.
Yeah, you can't do it, huh? So somehow he's able to turn around, right?
Your runner is advancing. They've stopped your spark, runner.
Do you see that his
Spark charging.
again? Yep. So he walked right by my my trip mine with 0 damage. He got 0 damage from my trip mine.
The spark is available. Enemy has the spark. Stop them. Enemy runner neutralized.
Great. So what often happens here is that people, because they're lagging, they'll just keep trying to kill you after a run. So I think probably the best thing I can do is just stay back here and do a protection scheme. See if he comes around. Nope, he won't. It's fine.
Spark ready. Take it. Defend your runner. Runner approaching the rift.
Dude, you cannot...
Heavy ammo inbound. Your team ignited the rift. Heavy ammo available. Spark charging.
So what you want to do now is, these guys are definitely going to be coming from this side, looking for heavy ammo kills, right?
The spark is available.
So you just have to wait them out.
Enemy has the spark. Enemy runner near. The enemy ignited your rift.
I think that basically goes to...
Charging the spark. Victory imminent. The spark has arrived.
So that guy was able to hit me without, when I was outside of it. Yep.
Your runner has the spark.
These guys are such a bunch of cheaters, man. Such a horrible bunch of cheaters. I'm glad we're totally ripping them apart. But I'm not gonna have a
You
great
outplayed them. Take that cunning beyond the
yeah.
tower, and you'll go far.
I'm not gonna have a great KD, unfortunately. Hey, baby. My baby's head. Yeah, 282s. I haven't been getting anything of any real value, and this is like end game for me, right? So I don't raid. I don't play trials because it's this squared, really, in my area, because it's connection-based matchmaking or highly connection-based matchmaking, there's always a red bar on the other team. Always. In 3 people. Always a red bar. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't make sense. I mean, why play? Why put myself through that frustration? This, at least I have a decent... You know, I don't know where my... Okay. What you don't want to do when you're caught in a situation like that is to go ahead and... Yeah, you see all these red bars? So I'll even go so far as to do this, which is to change character. And since Destiny wants to matchmake me with 3 teams, 2 of whom have laggers on them, who knows what else is going on? No, I'm not going to accept that kind of matchmaking. You can't just drop me in a group like that. If you drop me in a game in that's in progress, I'm going to drop out of that game. As soon as I see that it's a game in progress, I'm dropping out. Should never happen. There are so many players in my area, so I'm in the New York, New Jersey area. There's no reason in the world. I mean, within 30 miles of me, there are so many players. There's no reason in the world. This is the most populated area I can think of. There's no reason in the world that I should be matched up with somebody from who's using a player from France or somebody like that to give their fire team an advantage. Unless, of course, they're all like that, in which case you should be matching them together and letting randoms play with good connections play against each other. So neither of those matchmaking scenarios makes sense. So it's a really weird thing that Destiny does to matchmake in the Iron Banner and Crucible in general. Okay, so let's check in on this. So we suddenly went up to 9. Looks good so far. This I can take, right? Even if one of these guys lags or both of them are lagging, because they're in the fire team, one of them lagging makes sure that both of them do in a sense. So hit registration is what I've been talking about previously. And what that means basically is when I'm hitting somebody in the head, it doesn't register as a hit. If I'm hitting somebody in the upper shoulders or the body, it's not registering as a hit. And, you know, that's just not, you know, you can't have a player versus player scenario and not let hits register. I mean, that makes no sense. That's like going into a race with 3 tires. A car race. So I'm pretty excited. Destiny the game, which is the account for Destiny on Twitter, actually retweeted one of my Reddit posts. So I was pleased by that because I know that Bungie they read Reddit and they see what's going on. And they probably pay attention to Twitter, except that Twitter is just like this ocean of information, right, that doesn't really aggregate very well. So you can't really, if you look for Destiny tweets, you're just going to go mad trying to even keep up with them.
No holding back. Your enemies won't.
So here, people try to snipe from this area. So you just want to keep an eye out for them. I don't know where they are right now. There we go. Why those are not being recorded is beyond me.
Your runner has the spark.
Again, they've got a red bar. So let's take a look and report the red bar, because that's what we have to do. This is another thing that you guys have to keep an eye out for, is that people will open up their party. So if you go into the roster screen and change this to public, then that also creates a problem registration wise. So since we've got somebody like that here, we'll go ahead and do that ourselves. Now there's somebody coming over to our right here.
Spark has arrived. Stop the enemy runner.
So he didn't get... So he just disappeared. Did you see how he just disappeared? That was a lagger play. So what he was doing was he was distracting us so that we wouldn't... Oh my God. So they must have come over and gotten the special ammo.
Enemy runner advancing.
Not much I can do about it at this point, so you can hope, but yeah.
Enemy runner ignited your rift.
So normally they use the guys who are lagging to carry. Yep.
Charging the spark.
To carry the spark. So that's what they're doing. That's my daughter, by the way. Hope you. So what the hell was that?
Spark ready. Take it. Heavy ammo on the way. Enemy has the spark. Stop them.
I don't. Unfortunately, I would love to have a. So
Heavy
did you see how?
ammo available.
So this is how they. Yep. This is how they steal heavy ammo, right? Is that they are actually able to grab it before you even can see it.
Enemy runner incoming.
And why was he able to take 6 shots in the head? So again, this is the same thing. We're not even allowed to see.
The enemy ignited.
And these guys take credit for this, right? They're like, "Oh, we're so great." Yeah, they're still sticking around. So.
Spark charge. The spark has arrived. Enemy has the spark. Enemy runner approaching the rift. Enemy runner neutralized.
Do you see how they're just appearing out of nowhere on our radar?
Charging the spark.
That it would take that many shots to get him.
Spark ready. Take it. Stop the enemy runner.
So he's somehow able to move that.
Enemy runner near. Too late. They got your rift.
So Fishhead's had a Fist of Havoc.
Spark charging.
Yeah.
The spark has arrived. Heavy ammo inbound.
So again, we're going to see this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to trap them as well.
Runner out. Push forward. Spark runner is down. Double kill. Charging the spark.
And that's the way you do it. Well, actually, you know what?
Spark ready. Take it. Defend your runner. Your runner is advancing. 5 minutes remaining. Your team has ignited the enemy rift.
So even though he wasn't that close.
Spark charging. The spark is available.
Do you see that I'm not getting hit registration on this guy? So he's able to hit me, but I'm not able to hit him. And he may have just died because I was hitting him all that time, but he was given the opportunity to kill me first.
Runner out. Push forward. Runner approaching the rift. They've stopped your spark, runner. Double down.
But C4 Christmas. So there's no way to react to that person, and that's what he's used to, right? And of course, I don't have any special ammo. I can't have. Ah.
The spark has arrived. Your runner has the spark. Runner down. Double kill. Spark charging.
So hopefully my other guys got the heavy ammo. So another thing you want to watch out for on this map is people always coming over here and trying to... You see this guy? He's trying to do that. So then you can do the same. So he's shooting me without being able to shoot me. without being visible.
Defend your runner.
So he wasn't visible on radar. Again, no hit registration.
They've defeated your spark runner. Defeat is imminent.
Where'd he go? Right?
Charging the spark. 1 minute.
So when somebody does this, where they just are able to disappear, you give them the shit. You absolutely give them the shit. As much as you can.
Spark ready. Take it. Enemy has the spark. Stop them.
Sorry. Sorry that I'm leaning off camera here. Again, sweaty. And sweaty for no other reason than the guy's a lagger. So I didn't know that Titans had Blink Strike, right? So what I do is I'll leave matchmaking at this point. I don't know why that just happened. Leave matchmaking at this point because I don't want to be matchmade with the same people again, right? But there you have video evidence, and people complain and complain about people like me who say, you know, this lagging is a huge problem and blah blah blah. Oh, you have to take the good with the bad. No, no. When somebody can disappear in front of you, that's a problem, right? And he also was able to recover, what, 3/4 of his health, more than that, probably 7/8 of his health in half a second. So let's take a look at Titan recovery here. I'm not sure. Titan recovery. How quickly can they recover? So unless you're getting orbs, you can't recover that quickly in a half a second. You can't get to 90% health from 20% health in half a second. But that's how they disappeared, right? So he was headed towards me. I threw a what do you call it? A throwing knife at him, brought him down to 10% health, and then he disappeared. Right? How does that happen? Well, because he's using a lag switch. You press the lag switch, he disappears from my screen. I don't have anything to shoot at. He can go away and recover for a second, but still he's recovering way too quickly. All right, let's see what we get here. Well, I should run through quests. I haven't gotten any exotics in a very, very long time.
You're angry. You're angry bird.
I'm suddenly at 12. I went from 1 to suddenly 12. So let's take a look and see what... Yep. So don't... whatever you do, do not accept a 6-person fire team being matched with a 6-person fire team. Just go back to your character sheet, go left to the roster, and then check and make sure that you haven't been matched with a 6-person fire team. That's all I have to say. Let them wait for 6 hours if you have to. But as you can see, that's the way 6-person fire teams operate. There's always at least one lagger, and it's pretty crazy. So again, we just hit 12 again. This is not so bad. But again, so just to give you an idea, so somebody's already left. To give you an idea, a 3-person fire team is half the other team. Okay, so if you can't hit half of the other team, how well are you going to do in the game? Now I'll accept it because I have to play sometime, right? I mean, what I'm going to get is something like this, one way or the other. So we're going to wait for a while. No, we're not even going to wait. We're just going to go in with 11 people, and I'll guarantee you the other team is going to be 6 and we're going to be 5. And the other team is going to have the 2 fire teams as well. So it'll be a fire team of 3 and a fire team of 2 and then some random guy. How many times have I seen that? It doesn't make any sense to do anything like that. Especially with the weaknesses that Destiny knows they have, that Bungie knows Destiny has. They still allow matchmaking of this kind. I really like SwiftKey. I do have a problem with them. They back when I had a Droid Incredible, which was really kind of one of the first super-powered Android phones from Verizon. it was essentially the same thing as the Nexus One, but with a touch-sensitive, I don't know, visual mouse at the bottom instead of a rollerball. So I'm always confused when I get spawned in this spot. It drives me nuts to be in here, where I'm going. Yeah, so of course. There we go. So, but of course that would not have happened if, so I hit him with a shotgun and meleeed him and was not able to kill him. So let's take a look at Ilmo 99. Here we go. So he's 287. Even with the RAM, he should not have been able to do that. 287. Again, this is ammo starvation. You want to make sure you grab as many special ammo as you can.
The spark is available. Enemy has the spark. Stop them.
So that was a grenade, several shots, and melee, and still nothing.
The enemy ignited your rift.
Ah, I didn't realize they had a runner out. That's what I get for talking while I'm playing. So again, we're getting people who are spawning right next to us, right? So why was I not able to get him? There. That should have killed him. But nope, it didn't. Of course it didn't.
Enemy runner advancing. Enemy runner neutralized.
So I just got the notification on my TV that I made the kill. So it was a beep, right? The beep chime when you kill somebody. I just got that for the person for the runner. So let's take a look again. So we better get here and help the heavy ammo, folks.
Spark ready. Take it. Heavy ammo available. Enemy runner active.
Do you see that? That's what I'm talking about. This guy just took on 4 people.
Enemy runner
4 people,
approaching
even
the
though
ring.
I killed him.
Enemy runner is down. Spark
So it reminded me that they have supers with 2 minutes gone in the game. So this is a 12-minute game. Yeah, I would say about 3 minutes they've been able to get supers. I'm going to show you where my super is, and I'm an intelligence build. So let's look at this. Intellect build.
has
Oh,
arrived.
this isn't really, it's actually,
Your runner has the spark. They've defeated your spark runner.
there we go. Yeah, like that much time. You don't want to get in the way of other people, right?
Spark ready. Take it. Runner out. Push forward.
Who? Yeah. This. So he came from behind us.
Runner down.
Yep. And he wasn't even it. That's fine. I mean, of course, somebody can move all the way behind us when we're doing this single-handedly. Run through about 5 characters, through about 5 people. Nicely done. Nicely.
Spark has arrived.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna have to do because these guys are obviously. You see, that guy's 287, so there's no way in the world, no way, that he can make that.
Enemy runner near.
Fine with me. Come here.
Enemy runner neutralized.
Do you see that? So he just jumped out of my way. Jumped out of my way.
Charging the spark.
But they're showing as green, right? And do you see how these guys are alternating bad connections?
Available. Spark ready. Take it. Defend your runner. Your runner moving in. Spark runner is down.
So this guy was able to... Yeah. Do you see how they're jerking around when they're running?
Spark charging.
So why would you spawn me into a place where these guys, again, the same
Only
place?
5 minutes left. Your runner has the spark. They've defeated your spark runner. Charging the spark.
These guys have rolling supers. So why even play
The spark
when
is available.
when basically all you're facing is supers every 3 seconds?
Enemy has the spark.
That's also an advantage of lag switching, right?
Enemy runner advancing. Enemy runner is down.
Come again, come again.
Spark charging.
There was no animation that he threw, no sound that he threw a grenade, nothing.
Spark ready. Take it.
So how am I supposed to know there's a grenade there?
Push forward. Your runner is advancing.
And this is the 287 guy again, so let's take a look again.
Defeat
Yep.
is imminent.
Lil Mo. So he's able to survive three-quarters Mida shots and then a melee.
Charging the spark. Heavy ammo on the way. The spark has arrived.
So that guy appeared in two places at the same time.
Your runner has the spark.
So there was a right and a left radar.
They've stopped your spark, runner. You're not playing to your potential, Guardian. Don't give up.
And then you have, of course, Saladin saying you're not playing to your potential. I'm not sure how you can play your potential when people are lagging like this. Where me at 307 can hit somebody at 287 5 times with a Mida and then melee them and still have to deal with them and not get a kill. So that directly affects my ability to generate supers, all the rest of that stuff. That's why they were rolling supers all this time, because they weren't getting killed, but they were getting kills. So I normally, just so you know, I normally have a 1.4 or 1.5 KD, and this is a 0.62. So let's take a look at them again. They probably half of them have left because that's the MO of this particular type of play. But that I have to deal with this kind of matchup on a regular basis, like not even sometimes, see, but basically all the time. So you shouldn't be able to do it. And this is what a week's worth of Iron Banner is, right? A week's worth of Iron Banner is exactly that kind of play. You can't tell me that Titans don't have a blink strike. Warlocks don't have a blink strike. They can't jump from 5 feet away to your face. I was recently just shoulder charged from 10 feet away. So the dude got hit by a trip mine, was shooting him, and he was still able to shoulder charge me, and he never was even close to me. So I died from his shoulder charge, and he didn't die from my trip mine. It's very frustrating. There's no way for anyone to learn how to play good PvP here, because everything that you do PvP-wise is negated by these laggy players, whether they're lag switching or not. It's hard for me to believe that any more than about 10% of the, any more than about 10% of the players, maybe some of the new folks from Christmas don't know that lagging helps you. That has exactly this kind of effect. I've also noticed that that my controller doesn't give input. So not only do I not get a notification, of having received a shot on my controller, but when I try to shoot, typically with shotguns, sometimes with a melee, and a lot of times with rockets, that even though I've made a shot, the controller doesn't recognize it, and I don't get credit for that, and so the person ends up getting an easy kill. And here we are.
Enemy runner is down.
So I think this guy was just looking to, I don't know. Oh,
Heavy ammo available. Charging the spark.
so okay, he didn't shoot maybe one time. He got me out of all that time.
The spark is available.
Come on, buddy.
Enemy runner active. Stop.
So is he not setting off my trip mine? Holy fuck, man.
Too late. They got your rib.
It's a different... I'm in the other way? I got spawned in the other place?
Spark charging.
Yeah, you used too heavy ammo for me. What was it? Truth, of course. These guys.
Spark ready.
So I get spawned in the enemy half.
Stop the enemy runner. Enemy runner advancing.
Go ahead. So he ran through my Yep.
I've seen enough. I'm calling this one. Enemy runner ignited your rib.
So just so you guys know, hey Becky, yeah. Thanks for watching. I don't know why you're. It's just a salt farm right now, but thank you for watching. I'm sorry I didn't realize you were watching earlier. I don't even know where I was going with my last thing, but yeah, I got dropped into another losing match, so that's exciting. I'm just hearing the echo on my Twitch stream, so yeah, there's a bit of a delay, and I do that intentionally because there's I'm one of the top players. Oh, because everybody left. That's why. That's hilarious. Well, I don't know. It didn't look like there were any horrible fire teams. I didn't have a chance to look, so we'll take a look here shortly. They don't immediately match me with another 12 group. Yeah, they're going to find you another match. So let's take a look here. Yes, people were getting 7-5, 5-5. That's virtually impossible. You just can't do that unless you're like the elite player and having a very good day. And of course, I just get dropped into another 12-person match. Let's take a look here. So again, watch out for the 3-person fire teams. That's half your opponents right there. So if you're matched against these folks and they are lagging, all 3 people are going to be very hard to hit. They're going to take twice as many or more hits each. And of course, it's in progress.
Spark has arrived. Enemy runner active. Stop them. Heavy ammo available. You're falling behind.
All right, let's take stock here.
Enemy runner is down.
So it looks like it's the same thing, kind of a sandwiching thing. Yeah, so they're...
Charging.
But somehow he was able to bring me down to 1/3, right? Yep, I saw him.
The spark is available. 5 minutes remaining. Enemy has the spark. Enemy runner advancing.
deal with a number of times.
Charging the spark.
Now he's in a fire team. So I wonder how many of these folks are like... You see how he jumped back like that? So...
Spark ready. Take it. Runner out. Push forward.
So where did that guy come from that he was able to die?
Your runner is advancing.
So what are we going to do? We're going to stay here, and I'm going to lock. So it looks to me, so if somebody spawned right behind me, which should never have happened, then I'm going to spawn lock my team here. So you know, I don't want, just by staying here, I'm making sure that the team still spawns here, because if somebody's coming over here and they're not really making a play for a kill, then what they're doing is they're trying to take over the spawn.
Spark has arrived. Heavy ammo inbound.
Okay, good. I still have one. One trap left to do here.
Stop the enemy runner. Heavy ammo available.
Okay. So that person only got...
Enemy runner approaching the rift.
Oh, what?
Enemy runner neutral.
What did I hit? Maybe that was a... I don't understand why that happened. I had a clear field of view.
Charging the spark. You're in the lead. The spark is available. Defend your runner. Your runner is advancing. Runner down.
So that person should not have been invisible at all if they were shooting.
Spark charging. Spark ready. Take it. Lost the lead.
So that's another problem,
Enemy
right?
runner active.
So this person was shooting. They should not have been invisible. They should not have been
Enemy
invisible.
runner incoming. Only 1 minute left. Enemy runner is down.
Do you see that that person did not get Pugster? Pugster was not taking damage the entire time I was giving damage, and then caught up after they killed me. My damage suddenly appeared after they killed me.
30 seconds and counting. The spark is available.
So there's no way in the world that somebody can stay, if they're active, there's no way.
Runner approaching the ring.
There's no way in the world that if somebody is active, moving, they can't stay invisible. They only stay invisible if they're not moving.
Was inevitable.
So for him to do that is impossible. And I will remind you now that no rewards, man. Every single time, no rewards. I've been playing basically all afternoon. So from about 11 o'clock in the morning until now. Playing off and on, I took like 45-minute breaks here and there. I have been running 3 of coins every single match and gotten nothing. Nothing. So how many matches is that? 16, 17 matches? More than that. 25 probably. So every 12 minutes, let's take 8 hours and divide it by 12 minutes. I'm not playing with these same people again. Yeah, look at this. Look at what's going on here. But this is how Destiny's matchmaking determines that people have a good network, right? Oh, Becky missed me. Looks like my wife is home. A game I used to love just went on sale on Steam. It's called XCOM. And when it first came out, I bought it. I think I actually bought XCOM, The Enemy Below, or something like that. Basically, it was the one that involved you going underwater, which I obviously loved. And then I bought the original XCOM. I actually did like the second one better because it did have more functionality than the original. But a lot of people were, gung ho about the original. And I see that Homeworld is making a big comeback as well.
Iron Banner Rift. Alpha Team. Show the Iron Lords what you're made of.
So what you want to do is try to find areas where you can grab them with their sniping positions, right?
You're in the lead.
So this guy thinks that he's going to get around, right? That's the whole point of this.
The spark is available.
So again, this is one of those things where
You're falling behind.
I'm not going to get a lot of kills for this, right?
Stop them.
But you have to watch them. So normally they'll come one of two directions. They're going to come from that side, or they're going to come from this side.
Enemy runner incoming. Too late. They got your rift.
And what you want to do is protect. So it's funny, I got the kill, but my friend showed the kill animation. So this person I know has been trying to get around to the backside. And I think they know that they're going to be seen doing that. And I've got two people just literally standing here. I don't know how we're supposed to...
Enemy runner approaching the rift.
So that should have
Enemy
killed them.
ignited your rift.
There's no way in the world that that shouldn't have killed them. So watch my...
Spark charging.
It's such a pain in the ass that they're able to set off a trip mine grenade.
The spark has arrived. Stop the enemy runner.
So this is again the same thing where how are they able to do this? So there's no way in the world that this guy should have been able to do that.
Heavy ammo available.
Oh, it's heavy ammo, that's why.
Enemy runner ignited your rift. Charging the spark.
Somebody should have been here. It's funny that they just ran away. I think I'm going to take this side.
The spark is available. Enemy runner active. Stop them.
Okay, and then you come back. Dude!
Enemy runner near. I've seen enough. I'm calling this one. The enemy ignited your rift.
These guys, they're all
The
lagging,
next opponent pay for this defeat.
but they're congratulating themselves for it. It's like celebrating, I'm a cheater, I'm a cheater, I'm a cheater, I won, I'm cheating, and I won.
What's the matter, sweetie? I'm good. No.
Yeah, I've gotten like really crap. So when I do get the drops, they're really crappy, right? So 286. So I'm at 305 in the current build, but 308 is my max light. Why am I getting 286 drops on an end game event, right? And I haven't gotten drops like for the last 5 matches.
Never,
Any drops.
never stayed like people before. And I never have friends. So,
And of course, I'm being rematched. Why did you match me there in the first place? So this was my sole good drop, right? In the entire Iron Banner. This is what I got for it, for Iron Banner, right? The 310 items, wherever they are, I don't know where they are anyway. I probably used them both up, but they're blue items, right? You get them for your, reaching, gosh, level 2 or level 5, I can't remember. Not worth it. I used to put a lot of experience in with Motes of Light, but it doesn't really make any sense. Just spending the time doing it. They're 270s, 280s, not worth it. I forgot about these Radiant Dance Machines. I should give them a try sometime. I have some friends who really like them. If you see Radiant Dance Machines, you're pretty much guaranteed that that person is using a fusion rifle. So they're going to have fast escape velocity, and they're going to have a fusion rifle. So watch out for Radiant Dance Machines. Oh, wow. Do you know that Pantheon, this is the first time I've played Pantheon today. So I have not played on the Pantheon map at all today, even though I've had, like I said, 25 matches today.
The Iron Lords
And I'm
are
probably
watching.
matched with the same folks again. Let's take a look. Oh, no, I got rematched again.
Spark charge.
And it looked to me like there was a 4-person fire team where I probably am not on that fire team, so much for
has arrived.
What?
You're falling behind.
Yeah, everybody knows. Right?
Enemy has the spark.
So how he got the spark in that amount of time, I have no idea. And I've been pressing my button, by the way, but it hasn't been working. So let's take a look and see what's going on here.
I know one.
So it's a 3-person fire team and another 2-person fire team.
Enemy runner neutralized.
But it doesn't even really make sense to play. I mean, in a lot of ways, I mean, this is my challenge. But he was able to bring me almost all the way down. Oh, come on. I was sure I was behind there. Oh, he's skimming. So Maj is skimming. That's fine. Hopefully you got him.
Take it.
Yep, got him.
Stop the enemy runner. Enemy runner incoming.
So let's see. I have to wait. I really want to wait and see where he's going to be coming from. Good.
Enemy runner stop.
Okay.
Spark charging.
They want us to stay away from the spark is what they want.
The spark is available. Enemy has the spark. Stop them. Enemy runner near. Enemy runner is down.
Don't get in my way when I'm running out here.
Charging the spark. Heavy ammo inbound. Spark ready. Take it. Heavy ammo available.
So how he's able to do that? No idea.
Defend your runner. Gained the lead.
So that person did not show up at all on my radar. But we ignited the rift, and I'm happy about that. Oh, Iron Chef. I've seen this dude a million times before. And I actually tried to check him out on Destiny Tracker. It's not an actual. Do you see that?
The spark has arrived.
He just disappeared. So, yep.
Enemy has the spark.
So this is what they're trying to do. They're basically trying to keep us occupied so that they can have a free run to the... Got him. Nicely done.
Enemy runner stop.
That's interesting. There are no orbs here at all.
Spark ready. Take it.
So Iron Chef is able to do this again. where I'll have like half my health gone from one shot. Only one particular character.
Runner out.
Good.
Push forward. Your runner has
Oh,
the
there. It
spark.
looks like we're doing a
Your
good
runner
job
is
here.
advancing.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this, but
Runner down. Heavy ammo
come back
on the way.
again. Come back again.
Spark charging. Heavy
Thought he was pretty
ammo
smart, huh?
available. Spark has arrived.
But you see that it didn't even show it the explosion.
Enemy runner active.
But this person is showing a green across the board. Like every time I've reported them,
Enemy
they've
runner
showed green.
incoming. Enemy runner neutralized.
So that person didn't even show up on radar. So how am I supposed to identify them? Holy crap, man.
Charging the spark. Only 5 minutes left. The spark is available. Runner out. Push forward. They've stopped your spark, runner.
Oh. I thought...
I'm okay.
Spark charging.
Brother,
really hate being matched against Iron Shaft. I really do. The fact that they're
Take it.
such a bad...
Defend your runner.
Okay, gotta...
Your runner moving in. They've defeated your spark, runner. Two for one. Charging the spark.
Again, I'm a defensive player. I'm here to protect, right?
The spark is available.
So I'm going to explain that to you.
Runner
So,
has the spark.
so I'm shooting two people at the same time. That person was able to blink to the left and immediately blink to the in the opposite direction. And this oh wow, that didn't. Oh my god. Come on, let me get there in time. You guys have high.
Heavy ammo available. Spark charging. The spark has arrived.
That was my fault for not getting
Enemy has the spark. Stop them. Enemy runner advancing.
Yeah, that is awesome. That was awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect play. I wish I didn't get the name. Let me take a look at this. See if I can see my my teammates
Charging the
here.
spark.
It should be pretty high.
Okay.
Pinhead, I think it might have been Pinhead. See what Pinhead's like here.
No.
No, wasn't Pinhead.
Spark ready. Take it.
Josh?
Enemy has the spark.
Could be.
You're almost there.
Nicely
Enemy
done.
runner neutralized. 1 minute.
What I do like is players like
Spark charging.
players like what's his face Jedi Knights 1.
You played with heart, Guardian. Their loss was inevitable.
What's his face? Gosh. Iron Chef. Players like Iron Chef end up losing. I love to see that. Like their whole team losing. Because you shouldn't be allowed to cheat like that. This guy doesn't recognize hits. He's like a 314 or something like that. Let's take a look. Iron Chef. Yeah, he's got the highest number, but he's not 294. There's no way in the world that a 294 in Iron Banner should have this score. Do you understand? Shouldn't happen unless the hits aren't registering. It's one thing if you're playing regular Rift and people aren't familiar with. This is the end of Iron Banner. Everybody's played. You know what I mean? Like everybody has played now.
Okay.
Again, no more.
Doing something for you. Okay.
This
If you
constant
let
thing here.
go. Yep.
Okay, one more. This is it. I'm going to be doing one more match now, and then later on, after the kids are settled, probably around 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Daddy,
Yes, Bo.
is it okay if I have is it okay if I have a little grapes?
Yes, you can. I just started a match, though, so I'm going to have to... Can you wait 15 minutes for me to get the grapes for you?
15 minutes?
Yes, 15 minutes.
Not fair. We were about to do that.
So really the whole reason I'm broadcasting is not because I think I'm a great player or anything like that. It's that I want people to see and to be able to review and rewind or whatever you want to do and take a look at this, take a look at the way gameplay actually is in Destiny's player versus player. We call it the Crucible. In Destiny it's the Crucible. And Iron Banner is a Crucible event. It's just level advantages are enabled. So with regular Crucible, you know, a level 7 can play supposedly on a level playing field with a level 40, right? But the fact of the matter is that you have other things involved. Like, let's not even talk about lagging, for instance, but let's talk about perks. So a level 7 player doesn't even have access to exotic weapons. So the perks that the level 7 player has available to them are not fantastic, and so they're less likely to win because they don't have like something that when you shoot somebody it gives you an overshield, like Red Death or something like that, or those kind of things, those kind of perks that you would get from an exotic weapon. So a level 7 person's got a blue or a green weapon, which are fine. They're going to do the same amount of damage base-wise. They'll do the same base damage as any other weapon in the game. But then you have to count in the perks, additions that involve the perks. For instance, I have one scout rifle that has explosive rounds. So even if I don't hit somebody, let's say I hit the wall behind them, I can still damage them, which makes them need to move, right? So that's an advantage if that's the kind of playstyle that you want.
Rift. Alpha
So let's
team.
take a look and see what the yeah. So there's absolutely no way.
Prove you are worthy of the
No
Iron
way.
Man.
Look at that. There's absolutely no way that
Charging the spark.
what the hell just happened? So it looks like they're going to try
Spark is
to.
available. You're falling behind.
Yeah, they're trying to
Enemy
push.
runner
So this is
active.
what's called push.
Stop them.
And they're trying to intimidate, basically. So I think they're coming from this direction.
Enemy runner near. Enemy runner is down.
Why is somebody still showing up on my radar? Oh, because
Spark charging.
there we got him. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to take ammo. Let's see. Yeah, they took our special ammo as well. So what you have to do to deal with these guys is
Spark ready. Take it. Enemy has the spark. Enemy runner advancing. Enemy runner neutralized.
so this guy Manny DBM set off a grenade, but didn't take any damage. And you can see that they're lagging, and that's what they're used to, right? Because they're used to being able to just walk out into the open
The spark is available.
and take a shot at somebody.
Enemy has the spark. Stop them.
Don't do that.
Enemy runner approaching the rift.
And you see how he didn't actually die until...
Enemy runner is down. Heavy ammo inbound.
So how many 4-shot volleys do I need to get with somebody to kill them, do you think?
Spark charging. Heavy ammo available. Spark has arrived.
So this guy didn't set off the until he was passed.
Stop the enemy runner. Enemy runner incoming. Enemy runner stop.
So Elusive and Melrick are the two most egregious right now. So I was explaining this before. I don't know if I really was very lucid about that, but the way this works is,
Spark ready. Take it.
so
Enemy
once again,
runner active. Stop them.
I don't know what's going on with my dudes.
Enemy runner neutralized.
So he was able to, yeah, there we go. So he was able to actually hurt me, and you could hear the bullets miss me, but I was still receiving damage. So that phew sound is a near miss.
Enemy has the spark. Stop them.
And they wouldn't do that out in the open unless they knew they could get away with it. Broadcasting right now, babe. There's no help here. There's absolutely no help. You know, I can't do this by myself.
Too late. They got your rift. Charging the spark. Heavy ammo on the way.
So this guy somehow made it all the way without any damage, Elusive Raven. So I can see where they're going, and this is really what you need to do is come out quickly
Heavy
to this.
ammo
Yeah,
available.
now he's made the heavy
Spark
ammo.
has arrived. Enemy has the spark.
So that should never have happened. That should never have happened. That he was able to shoot me only once and
Enemy
kill me.
runner near.
Oh. I should have done. I'm not listening to my instructions, and what they say is to not
Enemy runner.
open up your
Manufactured
super.
rift.
My instructions. They're here somewhere.
Your light is stronger than this, Guardian. Show them. Spark charging.
So these guys are so used to this. Managing network.
Spark ready. Take it. Stop the enemy runner.
So how?
Enemy runner
So this guy wasn't anywhere near me, but somehow he's able to catch up to me like that. Here we are.
They've almost won. You're not playing to your potential, Guardian.
Ah,
Don't
after
give
20
up.
rounds, I get an exotic. Thank you, Bungie. All right. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. So this is how they get you, just so you know, just so I'm leaving. This doesn't happen. This isn't possible. This, okay, that's good for the elite. So let's take a look at this guy, Melric 18. Just while I'm doing this, because I just want to show you guys. Melric 18. Now I have a chance of being proven wrong, but we'll see here. So Melric 18 had a 2.4, and the other guy, Illusion guy, had a 5 something, right? 5. And Melric 18 in the Crucible he only has one character that he uses. It's a striker. He's what, gone up to 16, I guess. So as far as like his abilities go, he hasn't gotten past 10 on an ability scale, right? And I'm at 24, by the way. And his, yeah, he's been only getting throughout the history of his thing about a 0.8 0.7, 0.8 in KD, and suddenly now, at this time, he's at 1.4 KD. That's a ratio, right? So if you want to look at his daily activity, yeah. So his rolling KD is less than 1, but today he's 141. So that's very interesting. Yep. So that's a clear indicator that the person is making use of some sort of exploit to suddenly jump up, half a point. So when we're talking about points, we're talking about like 50%. So he's 50% better today than he's been for the last whatever, and he hasn't gone past 10 in the skill scale for Destiny Tracker. So there's no experience there. He hasn't been able to get past that. So that's just a bunch of crap. And what it also tells me is probably he hasn't been playing for long. This might be a new account number, but he's obviously skilled in using exploits. So he probably has been played, possibly banned before, and now has to create a new character, one single character to level 40 to play this way. So anyway, I'll see you guys later, and I'll talk to you soon.